Taiwan, a small island nation off the coast of mainland China, occupies a precarious position in global geopolitics. At the heart of the matter lies the unresolved question of Taiwan's sovereignty. China claims Taiwan as an integral part of its territory, a legacy of the Chinese Civil War that ended in 1949. However, Taiwan has governed itself independently for over 7 decades, developing a robust democracy and a distinct national identity. The Chinese Communist Party has never renounced the use of force to bring Taiwan under its control. This has created a persistent threat of military conflict, with the United States, Japan, and other regional powers deeply concerned. Taiwan's strategic location in the East China Sea, a vital waterway for global trade and security, further amplifies these concerns. The Taiwan issue tests the principles of self-determination, territorial integrity, and the peaceful resolution of disputes. As tensions between China and Taiwan continue to simmer, the world watches closely, hoping for a peaceful resolution. The United States and Japan share a deep alliance that has shaped the security landscape of the Asia-Pacific region for over 7 decades. Forged in the aftermath of World War II, the US-Japan alliance has evolved to address emerging challenges, with Taiwan emerging as a focal point. The cornerstone of the US-Japan security relationship is the Treaty of Mutual Cooperation and Security, signed in 1960. While the treaty does not explicitly mention Taiwan, its provisions for collective defense have been interpreted as extending to potential conflicts in the Taiwan Strait. In recent years, the US-Japan alliance has undergone a significant transformation, driven by China's growing assertiveness. Joint statements by US and Japanese leaders have increasingly emphasized the importance of peace and stability in the Taiwan Strait. However, the US-Japan alliance's role in the Taiwan Strait is not without its complexities. China views the alliance's growing focus on Taiwan as a provocative interference in its internal affairs. Balancing these constraints with its security commitments to the United States presents a delicate balancing act for Tokyo. The One China policy stands as a cornerstone of international diplomacy, governing the complex relationship between China, Taiwan, and the United States. This policy, often misunderstood and subject to varying interpretations, has been a source of both stability and tension in the Taiwan Strait for over 4 decades. At its core, the One China policy acknowledges the Chinese government's position that there is only one sovereign state called China, and Taiwan is a part of it. However, it does not endorse Beijing's claim of sovereignty over Taiwan. The United States adopted the One China policy in 1979 when it established diplomatic relations with the People's Republic of China. This move entailed severing formal diplomatic ties with Taiwan, although the US has maintained robust unofficial relations with Taipei. Washington's commitment to the One China policy has been reiterated by successive administrations. However, the US has also maintained a policy of strategic ambiguity regarding Taiwan's defense. The One China policy has been effective in preventing a major conflict in the Taiwan Strait for over 4 decades. As tensions continue to rise, the One China policy faces an uncertain future with potential implications for regional and global stability. China's stance on Taiwan is rooted in its historical narrative, national identity, and geopolitical aspirations. Beijing views Taiwan as an inseparable part of its territory, a legacy of the Chinese Civil War. The Chinese Communist Party considers reunification with Taiwan as a core national interest. China has consistently opposed any attempts by Taiwan to assert its independence. Beijing has declared that it will use all necessary means, including military force, to prevent Taiwan's secession. In recent years, China has intensified its military activities near Taiwan, conducting frequent air and naval exercises. These actions are widely seen as a way to intimidate Taiwan and signal its resolve to prevent Taiwan's independence. China's growing military power and assertive actions have raised concerns among its neighbors and the international community. Japan, a close ally of the United States, faces a delicate balancing act when it comes to the Taiwan issue. While Japan's pacifist constitution constrains its ability to engage in offensive military operations, Tokyo recognizes the strategic importance of Taiwan. Japan's primary security concern is the potential for a Chinese invasion of Taiwan, which could disrupt vital shipping lanes and trigger a regional conflict. While Japan does not have formal diplomatic relations with Taiwan, it maintains close economic and cultural ties with the island. In recent years, Japan has taken steps to strengthen its defense capabilities and deepen its security cooperation with the United States. Japan has also expressed growing concern about the situation in the Taiwan Strait and has called for a peaceful resolution. However, Japan's role in any potential conflict in the Taiwan Strait remains ambiguous. The United States has long been a staunch supporter of Taiwan, providing the island with political, economic, and military assistance. Washington's commitment to Taiwan's security is enshrined in the Taiwan Relations Act, enacted in 1979. The Taiwan Relations Act commits the U.S. to providing Taiwan with the means to defend itself. The U.S. has regularly sold arms to Taiwan, providing the island with a range of defensive weapons systems. In recent years, the U.S. has stepped up its support for Taiwan in response to China's growing military pressure. The U.S.'s support for Taiwan is a sensitive issue in U.S.-China relations. China views U.S. support for Taiwan as interference in its internal affairs. The U.S.'s balancing act between supporting Taiwan and managing relations with China has become increasingly difficult. The Taiwan issue is no longer a regional concern but a global flashpoint. As tensions simmer in the Taiwan Strait, countries worldwide are voicing their concerns and outlining their positions. European nations have increasingly voiced support for Taiwan's autonomy and democratic values. Australia and Canada, both close allies of the United States, have also expressed concerns about China's actions in the Taiwan Strait. They have participated in joint military exercises with the US and other regional partners. Southeast Asian nations, caught between their economic reliance on China and their security concerns, are navigating a delicate path. The global community's growing interest in the Taiwan issue underscores its significance in the evolving geopolitical landscape. As tensions persist, the world watches closely, hoping for a peaceful resolution to this complex and potentially explosive situation.